right, guys, welcome to From the Beach to the Bar. This is Ben, Jess, Sage. We're all here. I'm sure you guys have seen that show, Hot Ones. We figured you guys would want to learn a little bit about us instead of learning about the personal injury of the crim. So we were going to have a little explore the hotter side of life. I'm probably going to pee out of my butt in about 2 hours, but we're going to make this work.
So that's the one that you guys are going to be starting with, and I'm going to ask you guys a bunch of questions.
So we eat first and then you ask, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you eat and I ask why you guys are eating.
But it's hot honey, right?
Hot honey, yes.
This one can't be bad, right? Just like you, Sagey. Just like you.
Okay.
Don't touch your eyes.
Let's see. So Ben and Jess, since you guys known each other since college, what's one thing the world will never guess?
First off, we've known each other since 2008.
So since you guys known each other since 2008, what is something the world would never guess about you two?
I don't fucking know. That Jess likes older women.
Oh, this is not bad.
And long walks. Yeah, it's not bad at all. This one's fine. Jess is thinking about the consequences of his answer right now.
Ben is a nice guy.
Oh, shut up.
Big heart.
Yeah.
Kind. He's like an onion. You peel back layers. And you see the real person.
Yes.
You guys are both lawyers.
Yes, we are.
What's your guilty pleasure binge watch when you're not solving cases?
Jess, it's got to be on E. I don't know what it is, but it's on E. What Andy Cohen show do you watch, Jess?
Guilty pleasures.
That you watch. I don't want to hear about your guilty pleasures that people don't want to know about.
No, that's a separate topic.
Come on, dude. You used to watch. Here's the story. Let me tell you. This is how I've known Jess since 2008, right? All right, so 16 years. Jess had this girlfriend, Suzette. Loved her to death. She had purple eyebrows, but we won't talk about that. But they used to watch American Idol together. And like, Jess loved the show so much, if he had to go potty, he would run to the bathroom, and we're talking number 2, not number 1. He would leave the door open and tell Suzette to turn up the volume so he could hear the singer while he's pooping.
I like American Idol, man. No, I want to hear the song. I usually I like to watch old school, like 80 movies. So I don't know if I have a guilty pleasure, but I usually have like a Back to the Future or Karate Kid just playing in the background as white noise while I'm like reading or doing some shit.
Ben, did you answer?
I like kung fu movies and Japanese anime.
Nerd.
I got an All Might statue. That's my hero. Bleach. Bleach is the other one I watch.
Okay. Is it true texting "I'm sorry" after a crash could hurt your case? Texting,
Yes.
saying it, anything. I'm
Yes.
sorry after a crash.
Yeah, it could be seen as an admission of guilt or liability.
What's the biggest mistake people make after a car accident?
Leaving without the police coming. Because here's what happens. Every time you get in an accident and you don't wait for the cops, and the cops take forever, trust me. 2 hours, 4 hours, they don't. If you leave before the police officers come, I guarantee you the other dude, when you leave, is going to tell his insurance company that it was your fault. And so it makes our job harder. It doesn't make our job impossible, but it makes our job harder.
Okay, moving on to the
Just got
second
no answer on that one.
I was like,
wing. I think
Second
it's
wing.
So
What are we
second-
eating?
It's buffalo. Buffalo is a little classic tangy buffalo sauce, and it has buttery, peppery bite that will make you think that you're just getting started until the heat sneaks up on you. So let me ask you guys this.
Hold on.
No, y'all, just think about your answer. Go ahead, eat.
All right. This one doesn't taste good, man. It kind of tastes like butt.
kind of dry.
Oh.
I love butt.
This one's good. What's the weirdest case you've ever been asked to take on?
I don't know.
Ooh. Oh.
This one does have a little maybe like.
Really? Well, I mean, I was thinking about it like, I once had a hooker who offered somebody a Mexican hand job, and I didn't know what that was, but apparently it was like using hot sauce to give a hand job, which is kind of fucking appropriate considering what we're eating right now. That was a little weird. In terms of personal injury, I guess it wasn't weird, but it was fucking hilarious. Remember that case we had where that chick was like checking out of Smith's or whatever, and you see the person like spill water, and our chick had just like paid her bill, and she comes and you just see her fly up in the air, and you just see that ass, bam, bam, drop. That was a good case because they tried to deny liability, and then we showed them the video, and then they paid us a lot of money.
Was it a torn ACL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny though. That bitch fell
That
hard.
was. Remember that? I was thinking about criminal-wise. The chick that came in about the dad that she didn't know.
Oh, that was
I
gross.
don't-
So a girl came in to Jess, and he told me the story. Apparently he can't tell, but I can. To where she said, hey, so my dad wasn't in my life, and he went to prison for whatever reason, and then he gets out, and I didn't know it was my dad. Yada, yada, yada. I slept with my dad, and then my dad tried to blackmail me into sleeping with him again. And so she was worried that the police were going to prosecute her because she slept with her dad for incest when he was blackmailing her to sleep with him. That was gross.
Yeah, that's crazy. She was sweet. She got conned into this dude that she met on Facebook. She had similar friends in common, so they started messaging each other, and they ultimately met up. Stuff happened, and then she asked family members like, "Hey, who is this guy? Like, you guys all know him. Like, is he a good guy?" It's like, "Hey, that's your dad." But none of the family wanted to tell her because he was doing like 10 years in prison, so they wanted to tell her.
Okay.
So yeah, that happened.
I don't know if I'm talking about that one.
That was grosser than the wings.
That one wasn't good at all.
No, it tasted
I
like
don't like
crap.
that one.
It wasn't even like, there's a little bit of spice. I got something right here, but nothing. It's buffalo wherever that one is.
Yeah, 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10.
Let me ask you guys this. What's one thing people always get wrong about personal injury law or criminal law?
Well, something they always get wrong about personal injury law is that they're getting paid whatever the policy is without doing any work. I always tell people, if you're going to come into the office, like, look, if you're injured, you have to work, you have to go to therapy, you have to do these things. Just because I tell you there's a $25,000 policy, $100,000 policy, whatever, you don't get that money unless you put in the work. It's a second job, and so that's important that everybody realizes that part of the process is you have to treat yourself. And if you treat yourself, you will get paid, and you will get better. If you don't treat yourself, you won't get better, and you won't get paid.
And some of the things that I see is, coming from Hawaii, it's like people don't want to sue other people because they think they're actually going against that person. Whereas,
individually.
right, they don't understand that you're actually going after their insurance company and not that person individually. So some people are hesitant where like, I don't want to sue them, maybe it was an accident, I don't want to go after them. But you're not actually suing that person directly, you're going after the insurance company that insures their motorists. So I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions that I've seen.
You definitely see that in trial as well. Like you see people like, oh, that's a sweet old lady. I don't want to see her out 25 grand. And it's like, we're not allowed to say it, but it's like,
we're going after Geico, not old Dorothy.
yeah.
So kind of going off of that,
Sweet,
in the trial,
sweet Dorothy.
Sweet, sweet Dorothy.
what's the strangest thing someone has tried to count as evidence in a case?
Strangest thing that somebody's tried to count as evidence in a case. I have zero fucking clue. on that.
Yeah, I'm drawing a
Okay.
blank. I don't- That's weird.
I mean, people say like that's a good crack pipe, so I wanted to keep.
Someone said that I didn't steal the car, the crack got the car. I'm doing a stolen car case.
Yeah.
But, that's pretty interesting.
I mean, you'll have people who want to keep cars that are literally accordioned, you know, in a personal injury case, but it's sentimental for some reason. So, but it's not strange. I get it, but that's about it.
Okay, one more and then we'll move on to the next one. If someone's undocumented and gets into an accident, can they still recover damages?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, we're dealing with a situation right now where there is a woman who was deported. She's in Mexico. Her husband, and these two are the sweetest people you'd ever meet in your life. I've known them for years. They were such a loving couple. But the husband was killed by a drunk driver, a 16-year-old drunk driver. And so she now has to get ICE's approval to come back into the country to administer his estate, take care of the kids, bring them back, all these things, and we're helping her with that. But yes, undoubtedly you can recover if you're undocumented, and we can help you with that process. We're doing it daily.
So this next one is Los Calientes. Fan favorite, it's a bold favorite profile. Los Calientes brings a smoky mix
You're indigenous, girl. 23andMe told you you're indigenous.
habanero peppers with tangy tomatillo and sweet apricot for a heat that hits just right.
All right, what's your verdict?
All right.
Is it?
Weak.
Do you need a lawyer for a minor car accident, or is insurance enough?
This one's like barbecue. Like,
It's like a sweet and like
I don't think
sweet
I've
and
had
sour.
the other one was like hotter, and that's not saying much, but
I agree.
I kind of feel like we're lame.
Buffalo was Pullman was better. I mean, hotter than this one.
I mean, it's up to you. Like, are you injured or not? You know what I mean? Like, Even if it's a minor car accident, like say you got a problem with your shoulder, you're holding onto the wheel, somebody bumps you and you jam your shoulder, you could tear your rotator cuff, even in a minor accident. So it's up to you. Do you need a lawyer? I mean, if you're injured, 100% you need a lawyer. If you're not injured, no. You know, but I definitely tell people all the time, like even if you don't feel hurt, get checked out, see what's wrong before you make the decision, right?
And sometimes after an accident, you don't really feel immediate pain. You're not, your foot's not facing, facing the wrong way. It's not broken bones. But there are certain accidents that happen and there's soft tissue damage, or because you were just in an accident, adrenaline is running. You don't feel the immediate pain, but you go to work, you go to school, whatever you're doing, and then like a few days later or a week later, you start feeling the effects of the accident. Neck pain, back pain, and it's because your body was just through such a traumatic experience, but all the adrenaline was running, so you don't feel it right when it happens. So you want to always seek out, we always tell our clients this, you always want to seek out consultation because there could be some lingering issues that you don't feel right away. You just want to make sure.
And like I said, plus there's, you know, situations where you have a pre-existing condition. Like this guy has no ACL in his knee. Like watch this. See? So what I'm saying is if you have a pre-existing condition and you get in an accident, he's gonna be mad at me for like an hour. The fact that accident happened and the fact that your condition was worsened, even though you already had a condition, you can be compensated for that and you can be treated for that. Sorry, man.
So going kind of a little bit off of that, only partially at fault for an accident, can I still recover anything, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's, you know, is the person more at fault than you? Things like that. Yeah, you can definitely recover.
Why do insurance companies really want you to settle fast? Is there a catch to that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Because
they want to save as much money as they can.
Yeah, it's just like when you're in an accident and people are looking at the car, like, oh, it doesn't look that bad. And then when you get under the hood, you know, all of a sudden, oh, you have frame damage, you know, your axle's bent, you know, something's messed up. Like, you don't know that until you get into it. And so the same thing's with the human body. Like, you don't know what's wrong with you until you get into it. And so they have AI programs, they have, you know, certain charts that say like, okay, if this happened, pay them this, get rid of it. You'll have insurance companies offer $7,000, $10,000 out the gate. The reason they're doing that is they know the case is much worse. And so if they're offering you money, the odds are pretty good. There's a lot more money on the table.
Right. And then think about if you don't know what to do and you're in an accident and some insurance company says, oh my God, we'll give you $5,000. It sounds really good, right? Because you have this insurance company offering you $5,000 for nothing. And a lot of people will accept that. And not knowing that they could get a lot more because of the pain and suffering or the medical expenses that they're gonna endure and all the treatment, the rehab that may come down the line. So insurance companies want to just say, hey, we'll give you $5,000, knowing that it could cost $50,000, $100,000 later down the line. So they're going to try to buy you off of that $5,000.
Okay, one more and then we'll go on to the next one. So you guys talk about yourselves a little bit. Let me see.
You gotta ask it. You can't just fucking.
I know. I'm trying to think on top of my head.
What do you got? 3? You got 3.
I got 4, homie.
No,
You
I
got
got
4.
3.
Oh, 3 down. Some of the things, Jess and I growing up both got our asses kicked by our older brother. Him 1, me 3. Those are things that happened. We bonded over that. I grew up in San Francisco. We have that in common.
Yeah. Grew up in Hawaii. I did live in California for about 3 years. My dad was in the military, so we moved around a lot when I was younger. Lived in Germany for 2 years, California for 3 years, and then we moved back to Hawaii, where my parents are originally from. So I did grow up in Hawaii for 15 years or so.
And many people don't know this, but Jess has a trophy in his office because he was the 1998 Mililani High School Athlete of the Year. It's for running, so it doesn't really count, but...
Yeah, I don't like to brag, but I'm kind of a big deal. If you look me up on the internet, I'm kind of a big deal.
Meanwhile, he went to school with Maggie Q, who I think might be slightly more popular than Jess.
Next sauce is gonna be mango habanero. It's a tropical explosion with a fiery twist. Mango habanero combines sweet mango with the intense burn of habanero peppers for a roller coaster of flavor and heat.
Now, is this one you bought or one of the sauces we have?
Yeah, way back when, because you guys are old.
Fuck that. So sad. Wow.
So going off of that, what's the earliest memory or best memory you guys have of each other?
We probably met in 2008-ish, right?
Yep.
You were a prosecutor.
Mm-hmm.
I was a defense attorney.
Mm-hmm.
And I was beating the shit out of you in trial.
No,
and you're like, holy shit, I like this guy. He's smart. He knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. No, we met, like I said, in 2008. I was a prosecutor. I'd been a prosecutor for a couple of years. Jess was new. He just came from Michigan, ironically enough. And he was working for this gentleman. I won't say his name, Chuck. And this anonymous gentleman named Chuck, he was not the sharpest tool in the shed.
No, you can't say that, man. I love that guy.
No, man, he was not. And you know.
I know.
And we, to be fair, like, we bonded over the fact that, like, he worked for this guy. And, like, he was clearly so much smarter than the guy. And so we just bonded over that, had a couple of drinks, hung out.
Watched some football.
I will say there was one time I did, speaking of early memories we had, one time Jess gave me his phone, and so I texted his brother like I was Jess. And so I wrote this whole message about Jess coming out of the closet, and his brother goes, "I knew it!" And
That's actually a true story. So I gave Ben my phone, and we usually have a code where if you give someone your phone, you call it like no shenanigans so they don't mess with your phone. I didn't say it, so when I gave my phone to Ben, he did scroll through my text messages from my brother and said, "Hey man," I think the exact words were, "I don't know how to tell you this, I've been holding it back for so long, but I'm gay." And he sent it out, and that was my brother's response, so that was a pretty good memory.
That's funny. That's actually crazy. I can't believe you guys. The fact that he said I knew it.
Well, yeah, my brother didn't really. He wasn't like, "Oh no way." He was like, "I knew it."
did
So-
you tell your mom?
I don't know. I don't know if he did.
So, defense attorney, prosecutor, you guys working against each other at the time?
We did, yeah.
Did?
Okay. Can you share? Was there ever a time where one of you? Did you guys feel equally matched? Did one person
Never.
feel a
It's
little
always-
stronger
it was always like
than the other?
strong.
Here's the thing,
Strong.
like,
Strong.
you're not, like, when you're a prosecutor versus a defense attorney, it's not an equal match. Because the prosecutor usually, like, if you're charging someone with a crime, there's probably facts that suggest that that person's guilty. And so it's his job to explain it away. You know, kind of like where you have a contested liability case in personal injury, where there's a question of, say it's a sideswipe or something like that, and so the other side is suggesting it's your fault. You have to go to your tool bag and find out a way to describe why the other person's at fault. And usually the person with the better facts on their side typically wins. And so when you're a prosecutor, you have all the facts on your side. And so it's easier to win as a prosecutor than it is as a defense attorney.
Yeah. When we met, he was a prosecutor, I was a defense attorney, and like he was saying, like the facts are always on the prosecutor's side because if you think about the initial inception of a criminal case, it's police stop someone, they read a report, they give it to the prosecuting entity for prosecution, which was him at the time. So he has a police report, he has a synopsis of what happened, and this is why we stopped the guy or girl, this is our investigation, this is what we found, these are the reasons why we're trying to prosecute the guy. So he has all these things, I guess, as ammo when we're going forward with trial. So it's a defense attorney's job not to just say, hey, this didn't happen, this guy's innocent. We're trying to preserve constitutional rights, we're trying to mitigate damages, we're trying to do some kind of alternative sentencing instead of just prison or jail. It's, hey, maybe this guy has a mental health issue, maybe he has a drug issue. Maybe we can not send this guy to prison for so many years. Maybe we need to send him to rehab for some drugs, or maybe send him to a mental health institution to get some help instead of just locking him up and throwing away the keys. So
Oh, we got mood lighting all of a sudden.
Sorry.
Turn the lights down low.
there's a moon out tonight.
Nobody knows what that song is, bro.
A lover's moon, it'll make you feel.
So I think I asked you
you're
this
pretty.
though, Ben.
good
What
song.
made you go from prosecuting to defense?
If I haven't said that before, it's because when you have kids and the place you're working does not give you a raise for 4 years, you gotta find a way to make money.
And if you lose to defense attorneys all the time, you want to be a defense attorney. doesn't want to say that, but that's what happened.
Yeah, no, it's a financial thing. You know, like working for the government is great. They take care of you. You get a paycheck. You get benefits. But kids are expensive, man. You know that.
I am an
I mean,
expensive child.
Exactly.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah, she doesn't have kids.
So this one is Wingstop Atomic. This
Huh?
one's with a
Red chili
fiery
peppers
punch
there.
and it has a bold pepper blend. And it says proceed with caution or confidence if you're brave. That's all it says.
What else?
All right, here's the
It's a bold
thing. Have
pepper.
you ever? I think I've had Wingstop like once. Have you ever had it?
Oh, I love Wingstop, man.
Really?
It's good.
Is this like their hottest one?
It's great.
I have, yes.
I do.
think so.
I don't know.
I think it is it's the hottest
I
one that they have.
my go-to is Buffalo Wild Wings. That's I like them better.
I only
than
like their both.
Wingstop.
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
So
going
this is
off
the
that
hottest.
Yeah.
This is the hottest Wingstop wing.
Yes.
Okay.
Wingstop wings are good too, though.
I believe you. Like I said, I had them once.
But I like Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
So while you guys eat, I'll ask you this. So Ben, you mentioned.
Hold on. Let me eat. Let me.
Go ahead.
Nom, 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 nom.
Is this gonna suck?
He made you eat
No.
it first.
But you're a white, so it might.
Dude, you know I eat spicier than you. We proved that yesterday.
Okay.
I had the hiccups.
Already?
No, yesterday. Oh, it's like hot, but it doesn't taste good. You know
It
what I
has
mean?
like red chili peppers.
Except mine are black.
Red hot chili peppers.
Good band. So what were you saying, Sage?
Okay.
I watch a lot of Back to the Future.
So
I
you
know.
mentioned about being a prosecutor, you had a little toolbox. Was there any, like,
First off, my fucking tool bag wasn't fucking little.
Okay.
Second off, it was a bag, not a box.
so out of your big bag of skills and strategies as a prosecutor, what helped you the most going against like a defense attorney?
Well, it
As
depends.
Jess.
Like, one of the things you have as a prosecutor, which is a benefit, is you have the ability to focus on the cases that are in front of you. When you're a defense attorney like Jess and me when I was one, you have so many things going on. You have to be in this court, you have to be in that court, you have to be dealing with this client, you have to deal with that client. Oh, fuck, that one's kind of kicking in now.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
we're
is.
rough. Ooh, I don't like that one.
That was good though.
What's
Oh.
your face? Like your mouth.
Thanks, Ma. But so, like, you're a little bit more prepared as a prosecutor. So sometimes you'll find a little kernel, a little nugget in a case, and you'll save it, and you'll hit the defense attorney with it during direct, while you're talking to a witness, and then they're like, oh shit. And you know you got them when they start flipping through the discovery. When you hear this, it's like, gotcha, bitch. You know what I mean?
Like Chappelle.
And so that's one of the things. And it's kind of like one of the things when you're in personal injury is we've gone to trial a lot. Admittedly, like we've gone to trial much more in criminal, but it doesn't mean I've gone to trial on quite a few personal injury cases. But most defense attorneys in the personal injury capacity do not go to trial. And when they do, they're kind of dicks. And so they alienate the jury because they're so offensive, the jury's like, wow, that guy's a jerk. Whereas we're a little bit more charming because we've been there before. Additionally, being in court all the time, we're familiar with a lot of judges. So one of our tool bags is just the familiarity with the court, familiarity with judges, familiarity with the process. And so we use that to our advantage. And so, fuck.
This shit.
Here, this is what I'm gonna do.
I'm good.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put that there. Well,
Oh,
yeah, you
I
do.
thought
All right,
thought
let's
you
see who
posted
drinks
that.
first. Right there, buddy.
Oh, what is that? What is that? All right. Boom.
Okay.
Oh.
Got a bet going.
Yeah.
We got a bet going.
Oh, okay. So going off of that then, Jess, out of your bag of strategies as a defense attorney,
Yes, ma'am.
what was your best, I guess, strategy that you had going against as a prosecutor?
Fucking look
Against
pretty.
a prosecutor?
That's all he did.
I look cute. I smell good. I have nice suits. I'm very tall. No. As a defense attorney, and I think this is a big misconception because a lot of people think as a defense attorney, I'm just trying to say, this guy didn't do it, he's innocent. That's not the case. So most of the times, it's trying to mitigate damages and trying to, instead of just, like I said earlier, locking a person up and throwing away the key, is like, let's get to the root of the issue, right? So a lot of these crimes are committed by people that have mental health issues or drug addiction. So they commit heinous crimes, which they should be punished for. But hey, let's try to address the root of the problem, which might be a mental health disorder or a drug problem. Because these people or persons that commit these crimes aren't necessarily bad people, and that's maybe why I'm a defense attorney, because I have a bleeding heart, and like I think people need second chances, and it might not be because they're evil people. Like there's something wrong with you. You're evil. You need to be locked away from society so you don't hurt anyone. But the majority of the people that I represent have a drug problem, and that's why they commit crimes to feed their addiction. Or they have a mental health issue where they can't determine or differentiate right from wrong, so they commit crimes or they do something that they're not supposed to do. So my job as a defense attorney is try to mitigate the time they can spend in custody and maybe try to give them some kind of alternative sentencing where it could be treatment, whether it be drug treatment, mental health treatment, or whatever it may be, so they don't reoffend. Instead of just throwing someone away and throwing with a key. Let's try to get to the root of the problem, fix their issues, and then maybe they can be a contributing member to society instead of just saying, you committed a crime, you should go away forever, and let's forget about you, lock you up.
I want to actually piggyback on that. So one of the things is, like, I'm anticipating the 10 of you who watch this video are going to have some feelings and some comments.
I'm going to send to my mom.
Well, I figured your mom, my mom, the staff, there were at 10,
There you go.
maybe a random person.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's the thing is that, and this is what I tell people all the time, is that most of us grew up in a situation where even if it wasn't two parents, it was one parent, they took care of us, they loved us, they provided for us, and we benefited from that. Most of the people you represent in a criminal context have had a fucked up life. And what I'm saying that is you're talking like your dad tried to turn you out for tricks, you had to fucking sell something in order to get food for your kids or power at your house. These people have lived in a completely different environment than we are. So it is hard when you say like, oh, people all can make the right choices. You don't understand what people have to go through to get where they are. And so in a criminal context, it's really tough to understand the thought process of a defendant because you have no idea how fucked up their life was. And so that's a big thing.
Yeah, that's so true, because it's hard to put yourself into someone's shoes when maybe you came from a nuclear family and you had mom and dad, your traditional family. But when you get into the root of the issue, when you interview your clients and they came from nothing, they didn't have the parents around, they were like, maybe they were shuffled through foster houses, or they were living with aunts and uncles and grandmas, and they didn't have that stable house or an authoritative figure for them, and all they know are the streets. So they start hanging out with friends, and that's all their friends know is like, hey, let's do this gang shit or this street shit, because they have not learned anything other than that. They haven't been exposed to what the other side of the tracks are.
All right, so the next one is extreme hot sauce. No fancy names, no distractions, just extreme heat. This sauce here is to challenge your limits with pure fire.
Fire! Which one is that?
Extreme hot sauce?
There's the last dab experience, or
No,
is
this
yours
is-
the extreme?
no,
Oh,
the last dab,
it's
the
yours.
last dab.
Oh, this is
yeah,
mine?
Yeah, this is yours.
Yeah.
This is the one that you couldn't.
So
Okay.
you guys have been friends for a long time, and you guys are just now partnering. Is there a reason why you guys haven't partnered sooner?
Funny thing,
We
Funny
had a
thing.
partnership before.
there are 4 of us. I'm not gonna get into names. Oh fuck, dude, this one gets hotter.
Y'all
was
haven't
pretty
even
good.
into the.
So there are 4 dudes. I found myself doing all the work. No offense to Jess, but he was a little bit younger. He didn't know PI yet. So yeah, I found myself doing all the work. It got overwhelming, and so we stopped. Went back to Crim. When I started really taking off the past 3 or 4 years, it became a lot. And I know that Jess wanted to work hard back then. He just didn't know how. Now he does. And so we partnered up. Apparently he's offended by the fact that he didn't know shit. That's my fault.
What the shit?
So this is gonna be the last one. This
Fucking
one
thank God.
is Hot Ones, the last dab. The infamous last dab lives up to its legend.
Let's do it.
Made with Pepper X,
Let's
it's
do
the
it.
ultimate test of endurance, combining a searing
Nice scared.
heat with surprisingly rich and earthly flavor. Can you handle it?
All right, here's the thing. This is what I'm gonna tell you. This is where Jess, because he's been hiding it, this is where Jess is gonna show he's a bitch. Because I'm gonna eat this thing and I'm gonna suffer, but I know he'll suffer more.
Okay, so
We did that chip thing yesterday. Homie was crying. I just got the hiccups.
The fucking what?
You go with the chip.
Dude, all right, let's do
should
it.
I
Let's
ask
do it.
them
Let's
the
do it.
questions
Cheers.
before they eat it?
Cheers.
No,
Boom, bitch.
No,
Bitch,
go ahead.
fucking shit.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
I'll fucking eat
Fuck
your
you.
face. I'll fucking eat your face.
Eat the whole thing.
What is this, spice? You're eating my face?
What is this? Cotton?
Nom,
This is so.
nom, 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 nom. Oh, mine's all done. How about you, guy?
I'm sorry.
Shoot.
I'm sorry you have like 8.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Oh, that tastes like shit.
as we're reaching towards the end, we were talking about a lot about the past.
What's up, buddy?
Oh yeah. I'm
Oh,
good.
shit.
I'm good.
You have chicken fingers.
Dude.
Yeah. You got a fucking.
Chicken on your side of your chest.
Yeah. You got.
Just
Oh,
wipe
hey,
it.
let me get that off for you.
Yeah. Oh.
There you go.
This is paper.
Oh, fuck. It's still in my
Okay.
mouth, by the way.
Okay, so as
Oh.
we're reaching the end of the year,
Oh,
what were
I'm reaching the end of my fucking tolerance, I'll tell you that. Oh my god.
Okay, as we're
Oh, I'm gonna
reaching
shit fire.
at the end of the year,
Oh,
and now we're going forward. What are some lessons that you guys have learned?
don't eat fucking hot wings with that fucking sauce. That's what I learned. Oh,
Jess,
Yes, ma'am.
going forward in 2025, what is something to expect out of your guys' firm?
Helping as many people as we can.
There's water right there.
Oh, I enjoy that shit. All right. No, seriously.
oh fuck, this sucks, dude.
Going forward,
Uh-huh.
we're trying to help as many people as we can.
Keep it going, buddy.
Yeah, come on.
Keep it. Truth to power. Speak it.
Going as
I'm gonna drink this fucking.
Nadig law,
That's 200 bucks for
Matsuda
me.
law.
That's 200 bucks for me.
What are you talking about? I'm drinking the fucking ginger ale, bro.
That's 200 bucks for me.
I'm not drinking the water, I'm drinking the ginger ale with. I'm not a math guy, but I think you're getting it wrong. Going forward, what do you want to do, bro? What do you want to do?
Oh, man. That's what you guys said. That's
What?
Ben will answer this first.
What is something for our clients to expect coming into 2025?
Here's the thing, like, and I probably said that like 15 fucking times right now because I can't think right now because this is so fucking hot. This is what I'm gonna say is that we have grown exponentially.
I haven't
and,
grown since I was 16.
Yeah. And so here's the thing, we started out taking about 10 clients a month. We're up to about 40, 50 a month. And we have grown and we have taken care of our clients. And I think Jess and I are both proud of the fact that where we're at. So going forward, our focus isn't only on best results, it's also on best client reactions and relations. Oh, I'm snotting all over myself now. This is awesome.
Ew.
We pride ourselves on clients that come back. We've gotten a overwhelming number of clients who've come back. We do a good job. And so the focus on the next year is to make sure our clients are taken care of, our clients are happy, our clients maximizes not only their health, but their recovery, and that we do it in a fashion that, look, we want to make you happy. That's all we want to do. We get paid because we do what we do, but like my focus is more on you being happy. The money is always secondary. How about you? How about you, buddy?
Yeah, how about you, Jess? You've been awfully quiet over there.
Put on your big boy pants, Jess.
I'm gonna concur with Ben.
What are some struggles that you have faced this year and then that you're going
I
to?
think I'm over that way now, but that dude, that was awful.
That's pretty bad. That one was pretty good.
Oh, fuck.
Holy shit. All right, so the struggles that I want to see that we can overcome. So going into the new year, I guess what we want to see for our firm is to continue to help people that have been injured by the negligent driving of someone else and get them back on their feet, get them back on, what they were doing normally.
Well, that concludes our episode.
All right, guys, this is from the beach to the bar. We're all I'm miserable. I touch my eyes. I'm probably gonna have to fucking pee on my eyeballs, however that works. Jess is really hiding it well, and Sage made $200. So thank you. If you need help with a personal injury case, please reach out. It's right now, nadiglaw.com. It'll soon be matsuda.nadig.com, but reach out, we'll take care of you.
Bye.
Bye.